So today I decided to share the tools and everything that I use to make a business, a six-figure business, run smoothly. From personal tools to business tools, everything that you might need, it's gonna be inside this video. You guys know that I have an agency. We've worked with lots of clients, brick and mortars, also online, to now selling info products online, more educational style. So trust me, there's a lot of things that I've gone through in terms of platforms, applications, things that we've used. So I've tried a lot of things, and in today's video, I'm gonna pile up the best of the best. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, obviously, if this is for entrepreneurs, we have to start off with the tools that make our business run smoother. So the first thing, we've done a lot of things. We were Wix partners at one moment. We've been with WordPress. We've been with this and that, even Selfie at the moment when I was doing food blogging. So I've tried out a lot of things, but hands down, I can tell you that if you're selling online in terms of educational products, Kajabi is the way to go. It's the way to go because it compiles everything together into one bundle. So that's hands down what I would recommend. Of course, this varies depending on where your business is at. I am a firm believer that you add on tools and applications as your business starts growing. If the level that your business is at right now is a level for you to be working with Wix, stay there, make it work for you. All these tools have lots of different ways to get the best out of it, to start your business, to get your business off the ground. And then as you grow, you can start jumping around to different things. So Kajabi would be one of the top ones when you're already running a business, you already have constant sales coming in daily, and you're going towards that six-figure mark or higher when you're in terms of scaling. That's where I would go. Now, if you're not there already, I would go to MailerLite. MailerLite is a mailing platform, but they do have so many features that allows you to kind of streamline your business from landing page all the way to sales page, with in between creating automations on a single platform. So I think it's really good, hands down. And one thing that I do want to add that not a lot of people agree, but this is my own personal opinion, I don't really think you should have your website from the moment that you open up your business, especially if you're an online business, because you have to be actually making sales and actually become more recognized before people start going onto your website. When we're talking in terms of online business, we're talking that you need to start off with content, okay? And that's where we're going next, to all the applications that I use for content. But once you have that content off the ground, once people actually know you, then I would go onto a website once you already have sales coming in. So you don't need a full-on website to get sales. You can do that super easy using MailerLite. You have a sales page, and before that you have a landing page where you offer like that freebie. Connect it with your automations to get to that sales page. So there's definitely ways of doing it. Then work on building your website when you can actually invest and when people actually know you enough to go on and get the resources from your website. So that's that in terms of platforms, hosting, websites, all that stuff. Mailing next, 100% needed platform for anybody who is accepting payments online is Stripe. In order for you to collect the payments globally, you need a payment processor, and that's always been Stripe for us. That's really a good one. The other one that we worked with is Square, especially for clients where it's local, where we're sending monthly recurring invoicings. But other than that, you can always use Stripe. Connect it to your MailerLite, connect it to your Kajabi. That's what it's there for. Now, in order for you to have a full glimpse on your money, which is needed for any entrepreneur, do not go into business and be blinded and not want to open up your financial statements. You need to have full clarity on this. And for that, I always have used QuickBooks. QuickBooks is like that hub where we can see the money going in, the money going out, profit and loss monthly, annually for taxes. It's the best thing. And honestly, it's where you need to put on your big boy pants. Become that adult that you are if you're ready to have a business and you're ready to talk money and to be clear on what's going in, what's going out. And that's all done super easily through QuickBooks. So that's basically overall in the gist of it, what we use to have our business up and running. Of course, there's a lot more things that goes into having a running business, especially a six-figure business. And there's lots of things that we've changed throughout the years. But overall, that's what you need to know. Now, on to creating content, because of course, we know that if we have an online business, we need content to fuel our business. That's what I'm all about. So here are my go-to tools. Dun, dun, dun. Number one, of course, Canva. So yes, even though our agency uses the Adobe suite, which is a lot more professional when you know more about editing, when you know more about going a step further, even though we do use that, I always seem to go back to Canva. It's so easy, it's on the spot, it's connected to my cloud, I have it on my phone. It's just so simple, and paying the extra amount for Canva Pro really makes the difference, where you can drag to different sizes. Remember that when you're posting content, it's so important to be formatting it for each platform. I have so many videos on that, in specific this one, if you haven't checked out already, where it shows you exactly what size you should be posting on Instagram. If you don't already know this, most of the time, and 99% of the people on Instagram post in the wrong size. That means that you're not really getting the visibility that your content deserves. So Canva is super easy to resize it, to get rid of backgrounds, for YouTube thumbnails, for so many different things, one click and it's done. So that one's 100% recommended. Then we go on to the different platforms that allow me to show up more consistently and quicker, more efficiently, to keep fueling my business and keep my business running, getting clients and me working on that and not necessarily spending so much time on my content. For that, YouTube, you guys know, TubeBuddy. 100% recommended, because it allows me to create content like this video that you're seeing that's searchable, to get exactly who I'm targeting to watch my video, and also to get people to know more about what I offer, what my business is all about. So if you are creating content, if you've been kind of hesitant on YouTube because you don't know how it works, you're scared of the camera. First of all, if you're scared of the camera, check this video out so that you develop the tools you need to show up more confidently. That's number one. Number two is to understand the power of YouTube. So let me just do a quick comparison before we go on to the other tools. YouTube is just like Google. They're both search engines. Of course, Google's such a great search engine, but the problem is that Google runs with ads. So in order for you to show up as one of the first search results, you have to be spending on Google ads. On the other hand, on YouTube, yes, you create a video where you put in that same exact search terms that you would put on Google, yet you're not paying to show up. Okay, of course, there are YouTube ads, but your video can still show up as number one without even investing. So it's when it comes down to the question, are you actually doing the most for your business? Are you creating content that is getting the most traction? Are you getting the results that you want from your content? And that's why I always tie it into TubeBuddy, because TubeBuddy makes it easy for you to rank on those search items. Of course, I have a full video on TubeBuddy. I actually have a lot of full tutorials on most of the tools that I'm going to recommend today. But I just want you to know that in general, once we use all these different tools, once we stack them together, yes, you might be paying monthly for these subscriptions or even yearly, for example, Kajabi. But all this together makes your business run smoother and more efficiently, okay? With that, we're gonna run into Sked Social. Sked Social, you guys know that I absolutely love as the ultimate planner and scheduler for anything in terms of social media. I use it honestly for Instagram, but if you want to use it for Facebook, for LinkedIn, for Twitter, for different platforms that you use to create community, then it's perfect to schedule, leave it automated, and you get back to work on your business. So whether you have a team, whether it's just you right now, but you're looking to grow and expand, these are the little tools that allow you to free up more time so that you can get back to getting clients, running your business, and growing that team. Scheduling your content is hands down recommended, and yes, there are free options, but for a little bit higher, you have a lot more tools that save you time. For example, the option to add in hashtags, the option to tag your product, the option to add everything automatically, the option to schedule also stories, videos, little tiny things that really, really make the difference. Now, like I mentioned, most of these videos I have full tutorials on. So if you haven't heard of any of these platforms, I'm gonna put them down in the description below, along with the tutorial that I have explaining more of how it's done. So if you haven't heard of these different platforms, tools, or apps, first of all, let me know in the comments below. and also check out the tutorial to learn more about the features, what it offers, and to find out if it's the right fit for you. Of course, I'll always let you know if it's beneficial for your business to add on to it, or maybe if it's something that you should add on at a later time. Our business always grows and transitions, and it's okay to not start off with the tools from the beginning. We grow on to use those, and later on to use more and more and more tools, but that always happens with time. Now we're still on the content part. I have to add in this extra little app. This is actually an app that I can use on my computer or even on my phone, and it's called Hashtastic. So like I mentioned, in terms of content, we do different things, not only for my brand, but also for the clients that we work with, in order for them to get more eyes on their content. So for YouTube, for example, that would be TubeBuddy. For Instagram, that's Hashtastic. With these hashtags, we automatically create templates. We create 5 to 7 different buckets where we alter them in order to get more views on our content directly through hashtags. So this isn't even coming from the people that follow us, because we know most of the times Instagram is testing out different things with their algorithm and all that stuff that we really can't rely on it. So we go on to external matters like hashtags to make sure that we're still getting views on every single post, video, whatever it is that we actually publish on Instagram. So that full video is here, and also the strategy behind hashtags in case you want to do it manually without using an application. So that's all inside that video. That's like the full tutorial of it and what we use. And of course, when we're talking about content and interaction with our business and our team and how it all works, I need to add in the G Suite. G Suite is basically what we use for mailing, but also calendars, collaborations, Excel sheets that we interchange, Google Docs that we interchange. The Me application, just in Google by itself, there are so many different factors that we use day in and day out for our business that it's absolutely needed. So for example, for our content, most of it actually gets done on an Excel sheet that we have with the different team members or with the different clients. That's exactly how it gets done. Of course, there's a whole strategy behind it, but once you have a central place where you can keep all that information together, for example, for us, it's Excel or Docs, then the whole team can act on it and can get to work on it. Also, the calendar, being able to schedule the different things that we have, for example, plan when the content is going to happen, where it's going to happen. When I sit down and film, it's not just, okay, filming date. It's filming date in the kitchen counter. I need this and I need that. I need the setup, then we're gonna move to the couch. I need this and I need that. I need to have my script. All of that is done directly on my calendar. My bullet points I have right here on my Google Calendar, and that's the beauty of it. It all gets put together and it's centralized, so I don't have to be bouncing back to a bunch of different platforms. It's all here in Google, and Google is actually also the software that we use for our business phone. Google Voice is a great option when you wanna have an external phone number for your business so that you're not using your personal one. I love this so I can make sure that it's turned off if I'm not working. When it's not business hours, I disconnect from that phone number. I disconnect completely, and it's the best way to separate work and life to kind of create that balance that every entrepreneur needs. Now that we're talking about entrepreneurs, of course, I'm going to add in personal tools that I need to use day in and day out so that I show up as my best self to run my business and to ensure that it keeps running at the best capabilities. You guys all know that being an entrepreneur, when you are the business owner, you need to make sure that you show up, that your mind is clear, that you're ready to go so that you can give it your best and always show up to serve your customers and your consumers. So that's exactly what I do. For productivity, for mindset, for time tracking even. There's so many different tools that I use, but my favorite of all time, number one, is the Muse meditation application and software. So that actually comes with a device that I wear whenever I'm meditating, where it measures brain, heart, and another signal throughout the application to ensure that I'm getting the most out of my meditation. Meditation for me, day in and day out, is the best way to kind of clear what's going on, make sure that I stay balanced with clients, with ideas that come up to my head. I know I'm not the only one where I have ideas coming in here, there. Even when I'm not working, I'm thinking of, okay, I can do this, I can do this, I can add this, I can remove this. There's just so many things going on that I need to make sure that I create that space to keep it all aligned. And that's exactly what Muse helps me do. So it's actually the device along with the application that comes with various meditation classes as well. So it's hands down one of my favorites. And also with that, the Toggle application. So the Toggle application is honestly one of the best things that I've been using for probably more than 2 years now. So you've probably heard me say, track your time. I am a firm believer that you always need to be tracking your time, not only to know how much to charge, to know if your business is running efficiently, to know how much time you're spending on things, to optimize, to know when to hire, outsource, remove tasks, delegate. It's just so important for you to know exactly what's going on. So for example, right now filming, I have my computer and I see how much time I've been spending recording. At the end of the month, I have that full exact data that shows me, okay, how much time did I spend filming? How much time did I spend sending to my editor? How much time did I spend doing this or that? Should I delegate this or that? Is this working? How much time are we spending with our client stuff? Is that valuable for the amount that we're charging? Do we have to charge more? Do we have to hire more? What's going on in our business? Not tracking your time is kind of like putting on those blinders and not knowing exactly where you're running towards. That's exactly how I see it. So if you haven't already, try the Toggle Track application. It's completely free. You can use it as a Chrome extension on your desktop and even as an application. It's hands down one of the things that helps me be more productive day in and day out. Apart from that, there are little tiny tricks that I also do personally for productivity. For example, on my phone, always notifications are completely off when I'm working. I get my tasks done, I track my time, and then I can go back to, let's say, posting, interacting, doing this, doing that. I always make sure that I'm in control of what's going on with my notifications, with my phone, and not letting that control me, because that can drastically impact your business without you even knowing or realizing it. You start consuming content, you start watching this. Oh no, but let me listen to this podcast. This is all information that's coming in that's not allowing you to process and work at your best. So whenever you're getting to work, concentrate. I used to be a firm believer that multitasking was my ultimate skill. Now I work on it to understand that, okay, I need to concentrate on one thing, then I can jump to the next. I don't have to be doing 5 things at a time to be efficient. So knowing more about how you work allows you to show up, allows you to, at the end, make more money. So these are my go-to applications. Like I've told you, I've tried a lot of things. So if you have a question on a couple apps, just ask me down below in the comments and I'll give you my opinion if I've heard about them, if I've tried them or not. And I would also love to know if you've heard about any of these applications, if you already use them, or if you're planning on checking them out after this video. That's what it's all about, sharing what I used, because I know it might help any of you on the other side of the screen. So there you have it. Hope this was helpful. Remember, if there's any specific platform, I probably already have a tutorial on them, so I'm also going to link it in the description and in the comments. Remember, next week I have a video that's going to absolutely transform your video, so I'll be waiting for you right here. Bye bye. See you next time.